Hello Aries, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, my friends. How are you? I hope you are well. Thank you so much for clicking here. Look, a whole bunch of you piled in here over the last couple of days, and I've kind of lost a little bit of track, so if that's you, please be in the comments and let me know that you're here. I'd love to say hello. Thank you so much for the Ride or Dies. You're always here, looking, subscribing, clicking, viewing, all of that stuff. Thank you so much for doing that. So we are going through a little bit of a small tower of oracles today, and then we are going to throw some tarot at it. Let's find out what's going on in this reading. Aries, as you know, if you've been here before, my readings are always for the week ahead, but they don't have to be dates or times. So whenever you find it, you will. And whether that's today, tomorrow, or next year, you might want to press that bell button if you want real-time readings. Let's find out what's going on. We're going to first look at the archetype deck to see what sort of archetype we are dealing with this in the week ahead here. Tell me about Aries. What archetype is Aries dealing with in the week ahead, please? We've got the Avenger. Well, that sounds a little bit like you. I'm just saying. I always see you as an Avenger. We have desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. Look, you're kind of the person who will do that. You'll step up in front of everybody and say, nah, bruh, you don't get to do that, right? You're not scared. You're not scared of anything. Desire to balance scales of justice. So doing things that are right. I also know that of Aries, that you're also always invested in justice. Some of you might even be in jobs that require justice, like judge, magistrate, police officer, and that kind of thing, something that has to do with justice or things being right. Righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. So you are somebody who I feel is always looking to do the right thing. That's what it feels like here. Bottom of the deck here, we have child, magical. It says light attributes are seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things. The belief that everything is possible. I kind of love that. It's sort of the opposite of this, right? The opposite of this, it's like being rough and tumble and don't get in my way and this is how it's going to go down. And then it's like, I just hope it really works out. Like it feels like both of those energies are yours. Let's go a little bit more forward here. Tell me more about Aries, please, for the week ahead. Tell me more about Aries, please. We've got grief. It says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. It says here, desire to balance the scales of justice. Wow. Look, you know what, Aries? I feel like you're making some sort of a really big decision in the week ahead. That's what it looks like here. That you must, capital M-U-S-T, you must have justice. And so I feel like there is a big decision that you're going to make, because you're saying here that I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. It feels like there is something that you've lost that you want to regain here. Possibly we have worry. You might be worrying about it right now. It says, I'm learning that worry does not change an outcome. So I feel like there is somebody here that you've been thinking about. Could be someone from the past. It could be any situation, really, because it feels like you've lost someone over a situation of maybe acting out as an Avenger, doing your own thing, getting the justice. But it feels like somebody here is thinking about, did I do the right thing? That's what it feels like. Did I do the right thing here? Tell me more about Aries, please. Tell me more about Aries. Okay. Got the Bobcat Spirit. What else do we have here? We've got the Bobcat Spirit says life is a mystery. Then Peacock Spirit says let it shine. So I feel like you go from being in the shadows to being out front. It does feel like you are making some sort of a decision in the week ahead. And whether you act on that decision right away or whether you just come to that decision, I feel like it's a decision of that's going to balance the scales for you. That you've been wanting the scales balanced in this particular situation for a while. We do have life is a mystery. So you're wondering what happened to that person. It might be someone that you've lost track of. Let it shine. Card number 46 is a 10, breaks down to a 1, right? And I always hear Neil Diamond singing, turn on your heart light. Let it shine wherever you go. Let it make a happy glow for all the world to see. Yeah, I'm also clairaudient, and so I pick up on like words that are said or pictures, and they bring songs, lyrics that match that picture or the words. So let it shine. I feel like you're going to have a chance to let your heart light shine coming up in the week ahead, possibly. But I feel like right now you're kind of in mystery, like you don't know what you want. It's card number 8. 8 is about the self or putting the hard work in on something. And maybe you feel like you haven't put the hard enough work into the self in order to move forward to this new beginning here. But you're feeling a loss of something. Sweet results await. Look, 7s are about heaven for me. They are about divine intervention, divine things, divinity coming in and saying, it's time. Sweet results do await. And it's always your choice, right? If you should choose to go forward, the busy bee, right? If you should choose to go forward and be the worker bee, take some action, and you're not scared of work, you never have been, but these sweet results await. All right. One more card and then we'll get into the tarot. Let's find out what's going on for Aries, please. What else do we need to know about Aries? Tell me more about Aries. All right, positive movement forward, my friend. There it is. We've got 2 8s here. And 8s are about intuition. They're also about abundance. They're also about knowing the self. So I feel like you know yourself enough to have this new beginning. You're confident that you have enough heart light to be able to show this happy glow. Love begins. Oh, I like it. I like it. Somebody I feel is in grief because they feel like they left somebody behind. There is somebody that you can't stop thinking about, and I feel it makes you emotional because this positive movement forward does have somebody in a boat lost on the ocean, right? Maybe not lost, right? Maybe not lost, but I feel like you are up to your elbows in emotion here, and we do have love begins on the bottom of the deck. I'm just going to throw that out there because you've been thinking about it. Spiritual strength 9 is the hermit energy. All right, let's find some tarot. Let's find out what's going on for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So far, it feels like somebody's going back to get somebody. Somebody that you've been thinking about, grieving over the loss of them. And it took you the time that you were away from them in order to understand the position that they had in your life, Aries. Tell me what else we need to know about Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aries. Got the 7 of Pentacles. Feel like you've been nurturing your path, or you're about to throw your seeds of intention, maybe set an intention to nurture something. We've got the 8 of Pentacles. That's our third 8, my friends. We've got 8, 8, 8. 8 is also strength, right? It is the number of the strength card in tarot. Then we've got the Fool. You're wondering here, it's almost like you're holding back and waiting. I'm just going to go over the details. I'm going to go over myself. Have I done enough healing to be able to move forward on this new path? I feel like you are going to have success. 8s are about success. 8s are about working hard, working on the self. Tell me more. We do have the 5 of Cups. Who else had that? Somebody had it. It might have been Pisces, maybe, in the same position. If you're dealing with the Pisces, you might look back. Pisces or Scorpio, one of the two. Tell more about what's going on here. We've got strength. So at the center of everything here is strength. But you got to find the courage to do it. It's time to stop holding back. I want to say, if you really want love, if you want this new beginning in love, I feel like you're enough. The thing is about the 8 of Pentacles is that's Virgo energy, and Virgo is really hard on themselves. Even though they're probably the smartest person in the room, the one who is always a watcher, the person who's always in service of other people, they feel like they're not enough because they're so highly critical about themselves. I feel like I'm speaking to an Aries who's being really highly critical of themselves. And it might stop you from moving forward to some sort of really beautiful and compassionate kind of love here. What else? Future. We've got the King of Wands. We've got the 10 of Swords. And the Knight of Swords, but you got to end something first. Isn't that interesting, hey? I think I've read about that before. Feels like somebody here is sort of stuck in nostalgic ideas or feelings of grief that you left somebody behind, but you know that in order to move forward, that you are going to have to end something in order to move forward here, but you're standing your ground right now. I think you're waiting for the universe to inspire you, to feel some inspiration. When is it time to go? It's like you're waiting for some sort of a shift to tell you that it's time. That's what it feels like here. I want to say that the reason that you're holding back is because of the Five of Cups. I feel like what you're trying to avoid is regret and sadness. You don't want to cause sadness for anybody else. But it feels like here that once you're inspired, you are gonna end something sharply, quickly, and then you're off to the next thing. That's what it looks like here. All right. Let's clarify a little bit here. It feels like it is a new love or a new love situation. Tell me why you're in the Five of Cups here in the present moment, present energy. There's something here that's come to light. You've had some sort of a breakthrough about something here. And it's like you're seeing things for what they really are. Tell me about the Sun. Ten of Swords. Aries, I didn't want to give you that kind of reading today. But it looks like you're now realizing that it really is over, or that somebody here has betrayed you, and it betrayed your feelings, betrayed your trust. I feel like the Sun is out and you're seeing the Ten of Swords. The Tower comes, there it is. It's a realization that you're not happy where you're at. You're not happy in the place that you're in, and this life is short. I mean, we do have others. I believe that we do. You don't have to believe that, right? We don't have to believe the same things in order for you to watch tarot. But I believe that we all continue to come back here with whatever karma we've created that we weren't able to unload while we were here. We come back to get rid of that karma. And I feel like it feels like here that you have unfinished business with somebody. That's what I'm feeling here, that there's grief and that you must declare balancing of the scales. There's something here you have to make right, because it's something that is gone now, and now you see the situation for what it was. You appreciate the situation or the person who is no longer in your life, but now it's time to move forward in a positive way here, positive momentum forward, and towards some sort of a new love. So the Five of Cups is telling me when the Sun comes out, nothing hides from the Sun, understand, right? Nothing hides from the Sun. It comes for clarity. It also tells me that you've had growth. So I want to say, Aries, that you've outgrown some sort of a relationship that you're in. It feels like you're the one who's growing, seeing things under the sun. You choose to see things as they are, not as you want them to be. And I feel what you see when the Sun comes out is the Ten of Swords. You realize that it's over. And it's a revelation, right? It's a realization with the Tower here that whatever illusion you built up to here, it's got to go. Yeah. Tell me about the Strength card, please. Why is the Strength card here? Yeah, somebody's having a real Tower moment in the week ahead. Aries, somebody here is having some sort of a realization. I can't hang around the Five of Cups anymore. This life is short, and this life is short, and you will be coming back, but you'll have no recollection of this life. So you need to live it to the fullest. You won't remember this life. We have the Ace of Cups. So you've been holding back from starting some sort of a new path here. A new path in love. The Ace of Cups is here. The Ace of Cups is here. We've got the Fool in the reverse. It feels like you want to just leap in head first, but you don't want to be made a fool of. And that's why you're holding back with the Strength. You're holding back, trying to find the courage, trying to find the strength to be able to move forward. But I feel with the Fool in the reverse, it's telling me I don't want to be made a fool of. Because what if it's toxic? What if it's toxic? What if I'm just codependent with this person? I feel we're talking about the Queen of Cups, to be honest. What if I'm just codependent in love? What if that's me? I feel that's why you're holding back. Maybe I feel like I need it. That's codependency. When you feel like you need it, Not that, if it comes along, that would be lovely. But when you feel like you need it and that's all you can focus on, that is codependence. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, possibly someone who's Capricorn, maybe an Aries or a Scorpio, maybe a Leo. Tell me about the Queen of Cups, please. We do have the Two of Swords. And so this might be a person that you have blocked, or maybe they have you blocked, or I feel like if you don't make the decision, you'll be blocked from your love blessings, right? We do have the Knight of Wands here. You want to go, but you're holding back. You want to go. And then we have the Two of Wands. There you are at the crossroads. You're preparing to go. So the Three of Wands tells me that you've been waiting for this to come to you, and it's not coming to you. So because the mountain won't come to Muhammad, Muhammad's going to the mountain. That's what it feels like. The Queen of Cups, I feel, is somebody who also has a lot of love for you. It may represent that you have a lot of deep feelings for someone, but I feel like this person also has deep feelings for you. I feel like this new beginning here is something that I think will be really lovely, but I feel first there's some things you got to get around. You got to get around the Two of Wands. You got to prepare to go. You have to make a decision, right, about what really puts your heart on fire. What is the thing that you're running to? The Knight of Wands is here, and that is like passion, like you're so full of passion. I've really got to find a way around the block. I've got to find a way around either my mental block or around the way that the Queen of Cups has blocked me. So it could be a block online. Maybe you don't know that this person lives in the same place that they always did. Tell me about the Knight of Wands here. The King of Wands. Tell me about this inspired action, because I feel like in the very near future, it's coming up with this inspired action here. And this might be in the week after, the week ahead. We've got the High Priestess, we've got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. That's interesting. And then we have the Strength card again. So I feel like the King of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me you start going over yourself. Do I have enough? Am I enough? Do I have enough stability? It feels like you start checking yourself out. I'm taking one last look back. Do I have enough? Am I enough? I think your intuition is telling you to do that if you need to do that. But the Strength card is that's what's holding you back. It feels like you don't feel like you're enough. That you're dealing with the Queen of Cups and maybe you don't feel like you're enough for the Queen of Cups. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. First, something must end before you can move forward, though. What is ending? Tell me about this ending here. And I feel like it's going to be a very quick ending. I don't think it's going to drag out. I think you're just going to wake up one morning with the sun in your face. The tower is going to be here, and you're going to see it for everything it is. It's time to go. But I feel like you're going to end it in the future. So not next week, but the week after that, possibly going into the end of July, maybe the middle of July. We do have the Ace of Wands, we have the Emperor, and we have the Hierophant in the reverse. It's over. Boy. It's over, friend. And that's the truth. The Hierophant's in the reverse. We have the Emperor, and I feel like you're the one that's ending it. The Ace of Wands is here. You must go after the passions of your heart, and that's why you're ending the situation that you're in. We have the Five of Swords here. There is going to be an argument that comes up next week for some of you. I feel like whatever relationship you're in right now, I feel like this is the relationship that kind of goes from the 5 to the 10. Feels like we go from the 5 to the 10, which is a quick escalation for me. So I feel like it starts out with an argument or a difference of opinion. Starts out with fundamental differences or maybe just a conflict or a disagreement, and then it escalates to the 10 swords. And I feel like you're the one that starts the argument, or you're the one that decides, you know what, I'm not doing this with you anymore. I can't. This life is too short. I need to go after the passions of my heart. So I feel like for somebody, you are ending something, but it looks like when you do, you're the heck out of there and you're going off to the next thing. Tell me what this is, the Knight of Swords. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. Got the World card. Yeah, it's over, and that's when you go out. So you're waiting for this. I feel like first of all, you wait for this to end. I feel like the chapter is closed. You need to close that chapter. And then the Knight of Pentacles tells me it's been a really long time since I spoke to this person. I feel like you reach out to them in text. So I feel like that's going to be probably in the week ahead, or maybe the week further to that. But it feels like you once this is over, it's almost like you don't lose any time. It's like, okay, are we over? Are we done? Are we moving out? And then it's like you go to the next thing. But I feel like this was lingering for a while. I feel like it was lingering because we already see here that you're kind of looking over your pentacles and ready for this new beginning after throwing your seeds of intention in a different direction. So I feel like this is something you've been thinking about for a while in the past, but I feel like it doesn't happen probably until the next week for some of you, or the week ahead of that. Got the 8 of Cups. Yeah, you are moving away, disconnecting here, and becoming single. The 9 of Pentacles is here. All right, so feels like you've got a busy week coming up for you. I'm going to go for now, Aries. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sorry I came out with the Angel of Death kind of reading for you today, but it feels like somebody is having, the thing is that endings are always new beginnings, right? Like this World card here is an ending. It's a closing of a door, or it's, a cycle is finishing. It's coming back round again. It feels like, I want to say that something is about to come full circle. So the person that you're running off to, I feel, is somebody that you rejected in the past. And I feel like things are coming full circle with this person. And you wonder about them. Are they going to see your heart light when you show up? I feel like this is someone who has been waiting to hear from you forever. Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. I feel like they've been waiting to hear from you, my friend. I'm going to go for now. Thanks, Aries. I'm out for now. You guys take care. Love ya. And I'll be back because I'm always back. Bye.